Well, we are done here for this evening. Done in Pennsylvania, done in Ohio. Not done in Ohio. We still have lunch now. I just sent Stacy a message and said, hey, I know you got a ton of rain down there. If that track is really bad, feel free to scratch. No free lunch. We didn't come this far to blow them up again. So, I don't know what's going to happen. I simply just left it in her hands. So, I know they got a lot of rain. Sometimes the track tightens up good. Sometimes it gets hard. Sometimes it starts to fall apart and get ruddy. And at that point, I'd rather not race No Free Lunch in that ruddy track. So I left that with Stacy. Now tonight, we raced Vaquero Blue Chip and Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson coming off of that procedure on his throat 2 weeks ago. And Vaquero Blue Chip not coming off any procedures on his throat. Now, I actually felt bad for Vaquero Blue Chip after. I don't think I've done him any justice with this shoeing change. I looked at him after the race. He's got 3 or 4 nicks in each hind ankle, and it's just it was not a good change for him. He did his work. The problem is I entered him in the sale on Monday, and I know that there's a horse in there. I know there's a decent horse in there, and when they're hitting themselves like that, they're not going to come forward. But he is not a stake horse, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. And at some point, it becomes Ohio when the 2-year-olds start racing, and some of these 3-year-olds start coming back a little bit more now, too. I'm just waiting him in the next race. Then you have to start with Ohio owned and bred first, and that's when he's going to start getting in trouble. Now, we can take him over to Pennsylvania and race him in the maiden. We can do a lot of things. But what he's not going to do is race in the Stallion Series or the Sire Stakes. And I think ultimately, although I think we're going to pick this program up in October and you're going to see him probably trotting in 56 again, he just didn't come back good right now. And there's not much I can do about that. Yes, I did feel bad about him nicking himself tonight, but at the same token, he raced okay. Finished third. A very watered down version of anything we thought he was going to be this year. So I guess I can't get too excited about that. But other than to say, you know what, showed a little poise to go out and interfere the way he did and still finish third, not make a break. So in that regard, an A+, I guess. But if I didn't know the horse we were talking about from last year, I wouldn't be too upset, but I am, because I do. On to Mel Gibson, another horse that has been really underachieving this year now, as Marco, my partner, just said. A bunch of 8 holes this year, and the half-mile track's not doing him any favors. Well, I've entered him at the Meadows. He hasn't got in, and we could enter him next week at the Meadows, but he is absolutely not going to Indiana just yet. To send him out there, I think, in this state would be a disservice to the horse. But he is better. I can tell you what. He got used to the quarter. He felt more comfortable tonight. Now, 59's a long way from 55, 56. I get it. You're right. But I can tell you he's a lot closer tonight than he was 3 weeks ago. The horse I raced 3 weeks ago didn't want any part of racing, didn't show a whole lot of interest tonight, and probably would have made a break in the first turn. Tonight, this horse was coming forward. When we started into the backstretch going to the quarter, he attacked to the lead. Yes, he's not built quite for a half-mile track, and I would welcome racing him on a 5/8. I just don't think sending him to Indiana is the play just yet. I know everybody wants to see him come forward, but you are going to have to wait. It is going to have to be baby steps. I know that's hard to take, and I know that everybody wants to say, well, a vet should be able to fix him, and you should be able to shoe him this way, and we should be able to win. It doesn't work that way. This is horse racing. Not everything is 1 + 1 = 2 in this game. And when it comes to Mel Gibson, I personally feel and see a lot of improvement from this horse. I liked what I saw tonight. Now, when you look at the program, you're like, 59 apiece is virtually what he was doing before. But it was the way he was doing it. The night he got locked in, he didn't really want any more of them. The night he won, he raced okay. But tonight, he felt a lot more comfortable. He's eating better. He's feeling better. He's got his ears up in the track. He's not fighting me in the post-parade and in the warm-up. He's warming up. I was happier with what I saw tonight. And for that horse to be off 2.5 weeks, be 3 wide around the first turn, what was I going to do, retreat behind a couple of long shots? No, I'm going to keep going forward. Yeah, I know we get the 8 hole every week also. I see that. I'm aware. But I'm not retreating to 8 every week. And I certainly wasn't tonight. I thought he raced well. I was not disappointed with Mel Gibson in the least. So, happy. Oh, that's me. Happy with Mel Gibson. A little disappointed, but it is what it is. I think both these horses will regain some form of what they had last year. Vaquero Blue Chip, I think, is run at a time with us. And Mel Gibbs Swan, I believe, is coming forward. Very simple, very, very subtle differences, but there are differences. So we had a win with Pull the Shoes, a second with Mel Gibbs Swan, a third with Vaquero Blue Chip, and I don't know what's going to take place in Southern Ohio, but I have given Stacy the green light to scratch that horse if the track is not fit. So with that, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to talk to you tomorrow. You're all done for tonight. I'm going to talk to you tomorrow. We have a lot on the go tomorrow. I got 10 horses slated to train in the race bike tomorrow morning, 2-year-olds that I'm going with. I have insider trading tomorrow. I have another drive for Stacy in the open trot, and then I go down to Scioto Downs. We have our boys there tomorrow. Sweeney, Irresistible Sun, and Gypsy Hill. A couple of 8 holes there also. They give out 8 holes wherever, not just here in Northfield. A couple of 8 holes tomorrow, but we're going to do the best we can with what we have to work with. I will talk to you all probably on my way over to the Meadows tomorrow morning after I've trained a ton of horses. For now, take care. And if we race no free lunch, good luck to all my partners. If we don't, not the end of the world. A lot of rain fell in Southern Ohio. Take care, everybody.